Unresolved Problems segment tonight confronting sanctuary cities and the people who run them. Governor of Louisiana and presidential contender Bobby Jindal wants Congress to come down hard on mayors and other officials of sanctuary cities. The governor joins us now in New York City. What exactly are you asking Congress to do?
Bill, I want them to change two things in current federal law. Let's recognize these mayors, these city officials, they are partners in crime. They should be held criminally liable as accomplices for the crimes committed by these folks that are here illegally, thanks to these sanctuary cities. So the first change, make them criminally liable. They are partners in crime.
That would be unbelievable, though. You'd never, President Obama vetoed that, but I don't know if you get that to pass even on the Republican side.
Well, but we should. I mean, when you think about it, right now under federal law, if you are an accessory after the fact, if you help somebody, if you harbor somebody, that's what these folks are doing. But there's a second change.
Yeah.
There's a second change. Let's also make these folks civilly liable. So let's give the families of these victims an opportunity to go to court. The sanctuary city officials, the mayors, the city officials, as well as other federal and state officials that aren't going after these sanctuary city officials.
But they have the right to sue now if they want to. They can sue municipalities and cities if they feel that they were derelict in protecting
what I'm saying, though, is right now, to me, those local officials, they've got immunity because they're doing their office. This is considered.
Some of them do, yes.
So
you want to strip all immunity, and then civil lawsuits could go in against them.
Not only them, but those that don't prosecute them under the first change. No, let's be honest. Let's stop being politically correct. They are partners in crime. These crimes won't happen.
Theoretically, I agree. Crowdhammer gave me a hard time at top, and you saw that because he says, well, you're not going to get the Democrats to do this. You're never going to get the Democrats to do this. But a person like Nancy Pelosi, is obviously in her own city. This woman was killed, Kate Steinle, and still won't support keeping the aggravated felon illegal aliens off the streets. Still won't do it. So you know what you're up against, Governor. You're up against an entrenched ideology that will never, ever take punitive action against anything associated with illegal immigration.
Bill, I spent a lot of time in Iowa, New Hampshire, out in America, outside of D.C., and this is what I hear from voters. They're frustrated, not just with the Democrats, they're frustrated with the Republicans. They're looking at the Republican leadership and saying, when are you going to stand up for us? I think your points to Charles are exactly right. Republicans, if they won't push through case law, to me, every Republican should be lining up to go after these partners in crime. And if they don't, they're mistaken themselves.
You got to get behind it, and you got to show the folks who's on the right side of justice and who isn't. Debate coming up in 8 days, and you will probably be in the first debate. As it stands now, all right, because there's so many candidates that Fox News has to do 2 debates, one in prime time and one in the afternoon. Does that bother you?
No, look, this is the first debate, not the last debate. I see what's going on in Iowa. We have a movement building. The crowds are growing. Our poll numbers are moving in the early state. We're doing every county. We're doing town hall meetings. People can ask any question. Bill, there are a lot of people running for the nomination.
19 or 16 or
and counting.
Right,
I'm just glad you're not running. You'd be in first place if you got in this race.
But can you see me and Trump going at it?
Well, you can sell tickets to that. But I think there are a lot of candidates that don't have the bandwidth, they don't have the experience, they don't have the backbone to get the job done. I do. We need big change in D.C. It's not enough to elect a Republican. Jeb says lose the primary to win the general. That's a mistake. If we hide our principles, we will lose. We will deserve to lose.
Well, keep speaking out, Governor. I mean, we respect that, and I think you're on the right side of this issue in sanctuary cities. And we appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Bill. And thank you for your attention on case law.
You're welcome. Plenty more ahead as the factor moves along.